will the goat get a reskin? I think hashtag goat equality, I think, is what we need to really preface this video with. I'll probably put that at the start. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I just need to make sure that, yeah, this is recording. Okay, good. Fantastic. Hello, and welcome to Jurassic World Evolution, Return to Jurassic Park review and news update. So, if you haven't noticed, where have you been? Jurassic World Evolution at the Xbox, I think it was an event or something, they decided to post a trailer showcasing their newest DLC, which is Return to Jurassic Park, which is probably what you can see on the screen next to me. I don't know. It's there somewhere. But not only did they sort of post that trailer, there's also a bunch more screenshots and information on the Steam page by other like press articles that were of course going. Let's see what we can learn about the newest DLC that was speculated and was like leaked, and then yeah. So if we go on Jurassic World Evolution's official page here, you can watch the trailer, and you can also go down here, and it says, following the events of the iconic 1993 film, you're invited to return to the island where it all started. Reclaim the park from dinosaurs. Rebuild beloved locations and overcome brand new challenges guided by Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Sattler, and Dr. Ian Malcolm in an original narrative voiced by the film cast. So, we have, we knew for the longest time that Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler were coming back to the final Jurassic World franchise. And it also seems like for this, they've been drafted in by Frontier to try their voice acting chops. This is actually on the list of things I'm hyped for. This is really low down. Like, it's cool, don't get me wrong. I like that they, that they're making some sort of campaign a bit like Claire's Sanctuary. But if it's similar to Claire's Sanctuary, I'm kind of not bothered. Like, I don't mind the whole story aspect of Jurassic World Evolution, but it's a park builder. I don't like, and this is the thing that I noticed as well with Planet Zoo. I'm not fussed about the campaign. It's cool to have challenges, but really the draw to me to these park builder things, and that, not that I have too much spare time, is that when I do have the time to play it, I just want to make my own zoo. I don't really, but it's good that it's there. It's there for people that want it. Proceeding further on, the pack features Jurassic Park inspired attractions such as the main gates and Jurassic Park Tour. New dinosaurs such as Compsognathus and Pteranodon, legacy skin variants, and much more. Yes, we have finally got compies in the game. Not only that, but we've got pteranodons, and we'll, if you hang on a minute, we'll go, next we'll jump onto screenshots of those. In addition, you can also replay all existing Jurassic World Evolution challenge and sandbox levels with a 1993 inspired overlay and inventory. So, when you're, the UI, the interface is all blue and Jurassic Worldy, we're gonna get a vintage 1993 Jurassic Park look, which I'm actually really excited for. Just a little touches of detail like that. I wonder how they're going to do it. I really hope they go for some sort of, old computer interface looking kind of thing. I think that would just draw it all together. I hope they don't just, instead of it being blue, it's red, because Jurassic Park logo is red. I kind of want something that's a bit similar, not too invasive, but just a little bit similar to Dennis Nedry's sort of computer, that sort of desktop, the old Apple, I think it was. So we have pteranodons, we have compies, we have new sandbox levels, we have new attractions, which is interesting. They say the main gates are an attraction, and a Jurassic Park tour, but we will get into these. There is also screenshots. Here we go. So let's start with the first one, and let's break it down. So this is, they didn't even mention this actually in that little article, in that little blurb they put. They have the visitor center. And at the right, if you have a look at it, the trees, I think there's those red, that red grass at the bottom there. I think that might be new, as well as the reeds, so we might get some new terrain as well. But to the right, I think that's where the visitors get dropped off. I could be wrong, but hopefully we'll see it. Well, we will see it in this video what I think that is. So the next screenshot shows the T-Rex. And a Parasaurolophus. I don't see too much apart from, of course, the Parasaurolophus has a more green tinge to it, which is quite similar to the Jurassic Park 3 skin, as well as the Jurassic Park skin. I don't think we really got a clear image of, except for in the mural. But it could be a Jurassic Park 3 skin. So, spoilers. Not only is this Jurassic Park, but there's Jurassic Park 3 inspired skins and also the Lost World skins, which I'm really excited for. So this could mean that we get a Lost World in Jurassic Park 3. I don't think so. But it means that at least we can have a play around with it if we go to Isla Sorna. Because we only saw a part of Isla Sorna in this campaign. So maybe we'll go back in time to a different part. I don't really see anything else different. Nice to see T-Rex looking a little bit more Rexy. This is new. So there's 3 things to pick out here. First off, it's quite obvious, Stegosaur. It's the Lost World Stegosaur, and I'm really excited. I love the designs of the dinosaurs in the Lost World. They look sick. If that I'm young and cool enough to say that, they're so good. The tail's a lot higher on this one. That's the Jurassic World Stegosaur didn't have a high tail. However, Frontier caved to the pressure from the fans to give the Jurassic World a high tail. Now, obviously, this was because people wanted this Stegosaur. They wanted this one. So whether or not we'll see the other Stegosaur change back, I don't think we will, I think. But now we've got the one we wanted, which is the Lost World Stegosaur. And it has a beak, or at least a painted mouth. Because the Jurassic World, Lost World, Jurassic World, it's so confusing. The Jurassic World Stegosaur did not have a beak. It had like a mouth, a floppy mouth with teeth. Well, I mean, I guess it did have teeth anyway, I think. Could be wrong. I'm not a paleontologist. But this seems to have a beak. At least they've molded it to make it look like the gums are going back to reveal a beak. It doesn't look... well, we'll see. We'll see. Second thing is that there is a new electric fence. A Jurassic Park inspired electric fence. I really hope that they have the big perimeter fence that you saw Alan Grant, Tim, and Lex Murphy sort of climb over, where you have the blue and amber lamp. I can't remember what they're called, but there's some sort of marine fog light things, as well as a siren. That would be so cool. If we get a breakout, we get that. That would be awesome. And the third one, there's 4 actually. There's 4 things to pick out here. The third one is we have a new building in the background. That is the aviary. You will see it clearer in images to come up. And finally, well, I'm not going to too much. The fourth thing is the trees. If you look behind the Stegosaur, there are redwood trees, or what appear to be redwood trees. Now, for those of you that are keen-eyed enough, you'll probably recognize these trees from The Lost World. If you didn't know, The Lost World, or part of it, was filmed up in California, the North Redwoods, somewhere north. So that's why it gave it such a diverse kind of look to it. It was very different to the tropical look of Costa Rica. So it looks like we can not only have a Lost World Stegosaur, but we can actually have Lost World, as in the trees as well, to go along with it, which is a really nice addition. We'll go to the next one. There we go. Raptors. Nothing too much to say about this. We've got a skin, which is a Jurassic Park inspired skin. I don't know if the other ones look kind of similar. I wouldn't be surprised, because you can kind of see in the left one, it's got like little stripy little pattern to it on the tail, but I don't think there's too much to say that these are different raptors. I think it's probably just going to be one skin. But they do have like the scratches on the side. It's not the scratches from Jurassic Park the game, the raptor where, I can't remember what he was called, slashed it. Was that even canon, soft canon? It's a mess with the Jurassic lore, honestly. Next one, here we go. More a Jurassic Park 3 inspired Parasaurolophus, rather than the Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, I don't know. I don't know what it looked like, because you only got to look at it far away, but maybe it is supposed to be a Jurassic Park. But to me, these are the Jurassic Park 3 Parasaurolophuses. Parasaurolophi, is that it? Not too much of a difference, but a nice welcome. The next one is the Brachiosaurus. Now, people have hinted towards this being it bites the leaf and then it goes back and what have you, which might hint towards herbivores eating trees. I don't think so. I feel like I've seen that animation before. It's when it calls out and then its head goes back down. Of course, the Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler. looks the same. I think it's still 29, which is the one from Jurassic World. It's not 18 or anything like that, which is from Jurassic Park. I think 29 was from Jurassic World. And there you go. Now, it's beautiful. That, like, if for whatever reason, I mean, it's a new Brachiosaurus skin, I think, because if I've got to be honest, and it could even be new trees. I think it might be a new tree. I'm not sure, because it's a very tall tree. If there's anything that kind of aged badly in Jurassic Park, it's the Brachiosaurus, because you get a really close up. Like, you need Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler there, like, it's a dinosaur. But yeah, the textures are way too like stretched, and you can kind of see this huge. And they've actually recreated it kind of quite well. Whether they meant to do that, but it looks very similar to it. Here we go. Actually, I didn't expect to see this in this on this website, but here we are. This is the inside of the aviary. It's amazing. What can I say? What can I say about it? It looks absolutely gorgeous. There's a few things that I'm a bit worried about when it comes to aviary. I just want to skip forward a few. Yeah, that's the last one. So before we go into that. Wait, is that a real video? Oh, bless him. He's got 4.7 thousand dislikes. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so these are the pictures that are on Steam. These are slightly different. So again, we've got the same picture of the Brachiosaurus, which you've seen before. And this is the aviary. So right off the bat, you can't get pteranodons, what appears to be outside in the park. They have to be in this preset kind of area, which isn't too bad. I mean, this is kind of what I expected when people were asking for the mosasaur all the time. Everyone was, I mean, of course we want aquatic animal, like creatures, but I don't know, with the way the game system is, and the fact that all of these have to come out on, you know, not only the PC, but they have to come out on consoles as well. So it's a lot of work for them. Not only that, in this image, I've just spotted this very second, and I was going to bring this up. There is a Ford Explorer over there. That's a little sneaky Easter egg. We have Ford Explorers. Yes! Maybe they're not Ford. Maybe they didn't get the license for Ford. But at least they'll be similar lookalikes. And that's actually a funny thing. If you've ever seen Ford Explorers, or, you know, the tour vehicles in a game, they will not be Ford Explorers. Just like with Operation Genesis, they were Land Cruisers, because Ford does not give out the license like that anymore. So they got one. I mean, it was literally the first movie Ford did, and then Mercedes did it from here on after. Anyway. So as you can see, it's absolutely massive building, and it's very reminiscent of Jurassic Park 3 with the interior and the exterior. There is an entrance, as you can see down here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, at the bottom right, which seems to be, it's like the gate, and it'll say Pteranodon Aviary, or Aviary, it'll say something on it. On the left, there seems to be some sort of worker entrance. I'm sure that's got something to do with a little homage to Jurassic Park 3. You know, they exit out and they slam the door. That'll probably be the exact same exit. A few things, we'll go into detail when we get into the interior of that. We'll put a pin in that for a second. We got a lot to go over. Okay, here we go. Might as well talk about it. So we have one pteranodon that we can see very clearly. There might be some others hidden around. I'm not so sure. But that is a Jurassic Park 3 pteranodon. I repeat, not a Jurassic World Pteranodon, which looks absolutely horrendous. I actually quite liked the look of the Pteranodons in Jurassic Park 3, and if there was anything Jurassic Park 3 did really well, was the aviary scene, because it felt like you could slip that scene into any Jurassic Park film and it would have worked. Not just because it was Jurassic Park 3. It worked because it was a good scene. And again, the walkways and everything are they are exactly the same as they are in Jurassic Park 3. Whether or not people can actually go in them, I'm not too sure, because you can see in the bottom left, that's the viewing area where people will be able to have a look. And I'm assuming, you know, with the viewing galleries, you can say view, it'll be that view from down there. Maybe we can get some other camera angles, which would be really cool to see. One thing that I'm a little bit worried about is that it's going to get boring, because it is just pteranodons flying around in an aviary, which is really cool to see for a second, but how many times can you see the same animations before it gets boring? Now, obviously, they're going to think about this long and hard, and maybe they'll put in loads of unique animations. things that they could do is different types of Pteranodon. So maybe Dimorphodon in there, maybe Jurassic World one. You know, when you come back out of this campaign and you go into like a sandbox or whatever, then you can choose any of them. And you have to unlock them again by the dig sites. That would be a cool idea. Another really cool thing to do, I'm hoping that they go with this and run with this, is, you know, when buildings break down, you know, fences break, things get out. If we have a tornado or something, or, you know, this isn't maintained, or it gets damaged. I'm trying to think, is there any other things that damage things apart from tornadoes? I don't think there is. But if we get some sort of tornado and it breaks aviary, can we have Pteranodons flying outside the park and picking up people and throwing them or dropping them or eating them or something like that? That would be really cool. It's a lot of work because then it's like, how do you contain them? Do you have to dart them? And then if you're darting them, you'd have to be in a helicopter. That's going to be really hard. How high can they fly? How do they land? You know, there's a lot of things that go into that, but it's something, fingers crossed, I'm really hoping for, because that would just bring another level, breathe more life into what is essentially a fish tank. So the next one, beautiful bull T-Rex from the Lost World. You can tell just by the colorings on the nose. It could even be the Jurassic Park 3 T-Rex, actually. Because there needs to be, actually, no, there's yellow on the back. Although, saying that, one shame about it is that it is the same model. The bull T-Rex seemed a lot bulkier. It was heavier than the ones from Isla Nublar, because, you know, it's from Isla Sorna. It's a different T-Rex. But either way, again, something I requested way back when Jurassic World the game. You know, I was like, well, if we're getting brawlosaurs, can we not have like a brawlosaur that is the Lost World T-Rex or something like that? But either way, that's really cool. This is what I think is behind the visitor center. This is the landing. So usually you have a monorail. This will be the entrance for it says welcome. So it's going to be the entrance for the Jurassic Park campaign. This is another thing. This is vehicles being broken. A new kind of thing, which is like, it's something that when I first tested the game or had questions about it, was I hope that dinosaurs can destroy the vehicles, because then there's a worry. You know, this costs 50,000 each, right? So maybe in the early game when you've got to dart dinosaurs, you're more careful about going into an enclosure. You're more careful about just ramming into things. So maybe your vehicle now has a health bar, like J-Park had all those years ago. It took them a long time to get there. And the reason why I say this is, for a start, there's like a dust cloud coming around it at the top. You can see, I think, is that the front? No, that's the front. The bumper is dented in as well. The passenger side door, or one of the doors, is dented in as well. So this frees up a whole new world for when it comes to the tour vehicles. Can they be trashed by T-Rexes and stuff? Maybe we're gonna see that scene happen in this campaign, and that's the reason why they went, well, let's just add it to everything. The raptor enclosure from Jurassic Park. Interesting. It looks to me to be a standalone enclosure. It doesn't look like to be the hatchery, which was, of course, this was the hatchery in J-Park, but in a few more images, you'll see what the hatchery is in the Jurassic Park theme. This, I'm not too sure. I think this will probably just be a scenery kind of, you know, it'll just be a decoration rather than, or it could be the security headquarters or something. It'd be a bit weird if it was, but I don't think it's going to have too much of a purpose. Well, it's not the hatchery anyway, is what I'm thinking. It's also got the broken out scene where Robert Muldoon and Ellie Sattler go across, and he like sees the footprints in the floor, and he goes, even Dennis knew not to mess with the raptor fences. Come on. And then here, I'm trying to think, is there not more pictures? Here we go. I was going to say, we've seen that one before. This is the hatchery in the 1993 style. What I love about it is they've taken inspiration from the now extinct, or at least in some places extinct, Jurassic Park ride, because the brown segment is very similar. The walls are very similar. It's interesting that we've got like wooden crate doors, but I love it. You've got a walkway along the top. You've got the fences leaning in. What I'm thinking, actually, when it comes to this, maybe we've got a raptor enclosure. or a raptor pen. And then not only do we have this, but we have the Jurassic World raptor pen. If you remember that hexagon. Maybe that's like they've added a new building and are only showing us this one. One thing that we haven't seen that has been discussed is the compies. And now I'm assuming that compies are going to be tiny. If you see the people there, how are they going to do animations for compies on dinosaurs? I don't know. God knows, because that's going to be so hard and they're so small. And even from a park manager perspective, how are you going to click on those things? How are you going to keep tabs apart from going on the map, clicking the icon and then going in? And you're going to want a lot of them, right? So I'm thinking that it's probably going to be a similar thing to this. It's going to be a housing compartment, possibly. I really hope that they do just make little compies, because that's what we want. We don't want another fish tank, because this has potential with different species, with, changing the habitat. Maybe you can add there's management in there. So, you choose a type of fish, or you choose a type of foliage, or you choose mist, or you choose certain dinosaurs to go together. That sort of thing. Maybe if the dinosaurs don't get on, they break out. It would be amazing if Indominus Rex could break into it. That would be fantastic. And then you have to dart the Pteranodons and then transport them back in through the top. Maybe the top opens and the helicopter can drop the Pteranodon in, kind of thing. That would be great. So we've got decorations. We've got a campaign with the actual cast voicing it. You've got new skins. New dinosaurs, new dinosaur species, new animations, the decorations, and even vehicles like the Jurassic Park Explorer there that you can see. I really hope they did get the Ford license, or at least it's a very close similar look. One thing I have missed, because it's not here for whatever reason, is the T-Rex roaring. Hold on. If we watch the trailer and we just full screen this, so we'll go in here. Oh, thank you again, Universal, for not claiming this video when you would have thought it would have been claimed. That was very nice of them. Hold on. I'm wondering if we get different helicopters. We get that, the Indian helicopter. I don't think we will. Let me have a look. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. So this is another Parasaurolophus skin. So we have a Jurassic Park 3 Parasaurolophus, which is the green one, and then this one, which is the regular skin. And of course the recreation there. No, it's not there. It's not in that one. Welcome back. The Jurassic Park gate, of course. And it seems to be, a gate for the tour. And we've got workers. Yeah, you see in the front, obviously, with staff in Jurassic World, they wear the things, but in this version, you have staff that wear the orange helmets, and we'll probably have Pink Shirt Guy. We'll probably have Pink Shirt Guy driving the vehicles, which will be amazing. There'll probably be two types. There'll be a Jeep tour or a Ford Explorer tour. Do we have a pink guy? I don't think we have a pink guy. Oh yeah, the Triceratops skin, of course. And actually, it looks like the model has changed a little bit. Here we go. This is it. Very hard to see, or at least for keen-eyed you'll spot it. The bottom left there, we have the signs, which is there. That thing we have in the game. And I think somebody else who was a keen-eyed spotter on Reddit, when it came to, hold on. Gotta love it. You gotta love, going through and seeing all the red circles. Is this the Worker Village? Yeah, there you go. That guy spotted the Explorer. That's good. Somebody's saying that could be a little fence for the compy? Oh, that could be. This is Editing James here. I missed two more things. It looks like the brachiosaur or animals are going to eat from trees, because in the trailer, that even in this video, it's went up quite a few times, you see the brachiosaur bite the trees. Not only that, but there is another skin for the brachiosaur, which is the Jurassic Park 3 skin, which you can see in the distance in this image. So, yeah. Oh, and toilets. Toilets are going to be a thing, probably just because people would request the toilet from Jurassic Park, and they thought, well, we got to have one in Jurassic World. So, guess we'll have toilet needs. There's going to be a Jurassic Park 3 skin for Brachiosaurus, and dinosaurs can probably eat from trees. Maybe. But yeah, that seems to be... I don't think the Dilophosaurus has got a skin. It seems... to be honest, it is the same Dilophosaurus, because it's only been in one movie. 100% it'll be in the last one. And I'm going to hate it. Because it's at this point, it's like, well, it can't live up to expectation, I don't think. And it's a fan service. If it's in the last one, it's a fan service. If it's not in the last one, it's like, well, where is it? Like at this point, they've dug themselves such a hole that I don't think they can please me, even if it does come in. But I'm really excited for this. If it was like Claire Sanctuary, I don't think I would be as excited because. And this is actually $5 more. I think this is $20 instead of $15. But for the content that you're getting for it, by far, it is so worth it. When this goes up, we'll be doing a playthrough of it. We'll do a giveaway. I will give 10 copies of this away. So that's what, is that $200? That's $200. We'll give away $200 worth of Jurassic World Evolution content. We're going to 10 copies away. Of course, the same thing. Comment on the first episode. But yeah, this is my little review and little in detail look at Jurassic World Evolution. Return to Jurassic Park. By far, Frontier have went above and beyond recently. They've done such a good job. Planet Zoo, amazing. And now, after playing Planet Zoo, I thought, Jurassic World Evolution, I don't know if I can go back to it now. I don't think I can, because there's just so much customization. But they come out their side and they gave Jurassic World Return to Jurassic Park. It's beautiful. I love the little road with the explorer. I just want to explore explorers. A T-Rex exhibit where we go outside, have the goat. Oh, that's it, a goat skin. Can we have a redone goat skin? Or different goats? Can we have the brown goat and white goat from Jurassic World, and then the brown and black goat from Jurassic Park? That's really what we want. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Until next time, I'll see you later. Oh, bye-bye.